Hello everyone, this is Atifa Kazi and our today's class topic is on environmental issues. What are these issues and why we have chosen this topic for today? For this, let's get to know the news first. Actually, government wants to introduce an umbrella law. For what? For regulation of environmental issues. But according to experts, the umbrella environment law idea has some concerns. What are these concerns? And what is umbrella environment law? We will get to know everything in detail. But before that, I want to introduce something important to you, that Drishti IAS has brought IAS Foundation pen drive course, which will give you an integrated approach for prelims and mains. You can call the number which is given here, 9311406442, and get all the information related to it. Okay, let's now move on to our topic. These will be our points of discussion, and according to these points, we will discuss our topic. This topic is related to your GS paper 3, so this topic will be going to very helpful and important for your exams perspectives. Okay, let's start the topic. We will discuss here first key points which is given in according to the news. We discussed that the Environment Ministry wants to introduce an umbrella law. Why? To dismantle the existing legal framework for regulation of environmental issues. Before that, the ministry, Environment Ministry, we are talking about Environment Ministry, had undertaken a similar exercise in 2015. Dates back to 2014, the ministry has set up a high-level committee headed by Cabinet Secretary T.S.R. Subramaniam. The terms of the reference of the committee were to suggest 6 environmental laws, to suggest amendments to 6 environmental laws, which are: first, Environment Protection Act 1986, Forest Conservation Act 1980, and Wildlife Protection Act 1972. And after that, the Water Prevention and Control Pollution Act 1974 and the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981, and last, the Indian Forest Act 1927. These were 6 existing laws. Okay, why government wants to amend these 6 laws? Why the ministry wants to amend these 6 laws? To bring them in line with current requirements and objectives. Further that, the committee had suggested that the ministry may arrange the Environment Protection Act by inducting relevant provisions of the Water Act 1977 and the Air Act 1981. But when the revamped EP Act 1986, which we are talking about, comes into force, the latter two, which one, 1977 Water Act and Air Act 1981, could be repealed. And also the Single Environment Management Act, which replaces 3 existing environmental laws, which are the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981, and the other one, the Water Prevention and Control Pollution Act 1974, and the third one is the Environment Protection Act 1986. Committee had also recommended that the creation of a new umbrella law, which is ELMA. ELMA means Environmental Laws Management Act. The acronym is ELMA, to enable. And it will create the National Environment Management Authority, which is NEMA and SEMA. SEMA is State Level State Environment Management Authority, SEMA. NEMA and SEMA. Okay, these were the recommendations of the committee, and according to the committee recommendations to draft ELMA, ministry had then roped in a few private law firms and consultancies for what? To draft ELMA. And in October 2015, the draft was released for public comments, but the draft was eventually rejected due to shortcomings in understanding the law. And after that, ministry had proposed a draft Environmental Impact Assessment EIA Notification 2020, we will discuss earlier that experts and environmentalists have some concerns about the provisions of all these things, of all the notification. What are these concerns? We will discuss later, but before that we should know something in brief about the notification 2020. What is this? The Environment Impact Assessment EIA Notification 2020 draft that seeks to replace current notification which goes back to 2006. What is EIA? EIA actually, it is an important process for what? Evaluating the likely environmental impact of a proposed project. This is EIA process, and under the Environment Protection Act 1986, central government has the power for what? To take all such measures for protecting and improving the quality of the environment. And according to the government regarding the notification, the new notification is being brought in order to make the process more transparent and expedient. This is about our notification 2020, EIA draft notification 2020. Now let's talk about the concerns. So what are the issues pertaining to EIA draft notification 2020? According to the experts, first issue is post facto approval for projects. What does it mean? It means that the clearances for projects can be awarded even if they have started or have been running without securing environmental clearances. It means, this also means that any environmental damage caused by the project is likely to be waived off as the violations get legitimized. And the second issue is public consultation process. There is a public consultation process in whole EIA process. The draft notification provides for a reduction of the time period for the public to submit their responses during a public hearing for any application seeking environmental clearance. The danger is that if adequate time is not given for preparation of views, suggestions, comments to those who would be directly affected by the project, then such public hearings would not be meaningful. Unless a meaningful public hearing, the whole EIA process would lack of transparency and credibility. And the second thing is, the Environment Ministry has said that they will introduce public-private partnership in plantations. And the other thing is bypassing EIA process. We are talking about EIA process. So, bypassing EIA process, through the draft notification, the central government gets the power to categorize projects as strategic. When once the project is considered as strategic, the draft notification states that no information related to such projects shall be placed in the public domain. So, this is against the principle of natural justice according to the experts and environmentalists. So, these are some concerns, issues pertaining to the EIA draft notification 2020. Okay, now what could be the way forward regarding the issues? First of all, the ministry, instead of reducing the time for public consultation, the ministry should focus on ensuring for what? Access of information as well as awareness about the public hearing and its impact upon the whole EIA process. And the second and most important thing is, grow now, sustain later should not be the policy, as the notion is dangerously titled against the concept of sustainable development. And further that, need a social impact assessment to achieve sustainable development in the true sense. So, these could be way forward, and we will discuss here question. So, let's take a look on question. In spite of many environmental protection laws exist in India, there has not been found an effective control over environment variable factors. Analyze the feasibility of an umbrella environmental management law in the context of the above. So, that's it for today. Tomorrow we shall meet again with another topic. Till then, Jai Hind.